Diner Dash may be a glorified waitress simulator, but as a kid I loved pretending to have dead-end jobs. From playing with my toy sweet shop to pretending to run a laundrette with my fake washing machine, to even being a fake chef with my Cooking Mama DS game. But what set Diner Dash apart from the rest was that I played this game for hours and hours. No thoughts in my little head, just click, drag, drop, and serve. So why not take a trip back to 2003 to revisit the game which I have such fond memories of, as an older and grumpier adult. Starting off, we are presented with a character named Flo. When I looked up Flo on the Diner Dash wiki, I am told the shocking fact that her real name is Florida, and not just Flo, and now my whole life feels like a lie. Anyway, Florida, or Flo, is a miserable adult working in an office job as a stockbroker. A decent job if you ask me. One day, our Flo gets overwhelmed and quits her job. As she runs out of the building, she stumbles upon a rundown abandoned diner for sale, and decides that she will start her new career as a waitress. If you ask me if the office job was too stressful for her, she's in for a nasty surprise when she has to run a restaurant on a busy day. Anyway, as the cutscene ends, we are introduced to the first level of the game, which is a tutorial. Thankfully, I still have the muscle memory from playing this game during my childhood. Not that it's complicated or anything. Immediately, I'm struck with how weird Flo looks. Are you okay, love? One of your eyes is bulging. Ah yes, the young lady, also known as Rosie the Regular, the most basic of customers. Luckily, they are somewhat patient because I'm playing this on a laptop and I don't have a mouse, so it takes me longer than it should to navigate my way to them. For me, the worst part about this game is waiting for the chef to prepare the food. Like, hurry up mate, we've got people waiting. Could do it faster myself. Oh Flo, isn't it a little rude to yawn over the customers like that? And just like that, the day and the tutorial has ended. If only it was that easy in real life. Just 3 tables to serve. Now we have a sparkling new coffee machine to stop the customers from moaning while Gordon Ramsay makes the food. But I can't really be bothered doing the extra couple of clicks, so you'll just have to keep yourselves happy. Oh god, everyone's worst nightmare. A visit from the food critic is imminent. For some reason, there's no option to bribe her for a good review. I guess we'll just have to keep her happy the good old-fashioned way, by wetting her whistle with enough free coffee to make her bowels churn, and distract her from the fact that this entire restaurant is in shambles. Oh look at her, the greedy cow. She wolfed down that pie and mash in no time. Oh, and look at that. Her review in the Daily Mail was good enough to earn us another star. She must have gotten that cash that I hid under the table. Ah, another day, another door. And with that gleaming 4-star review from Clara, we've attracted a new genre of bloke, the old bloke, officially named Kindly Senior, or Seymour the Senior. Well, that's a mouthful, but I will of course refer to him as the old bloke. Not only is he the slowest to order and consume, but he doesn't like to tip very much, so he's not the most pleasant to deal with. That's right, take your time, it's not like I'm hovering over your shoulder impatiently or anything. These fellas are seriously getting on my nerves. They take so bloody long to do anything, and I'm pretty sure there's only 2 things on the menu, so why would it take you that long to order anyway? The old blokes flood in, one after another. I'm starting to consider imposing an old bloke ban. I keep dropping my chains because I can't be arsed waiting for them. At last, the longest shift ever has ended. I'm having a pajama day after that. Sorry blokes, my diner is officially closed. Now we just have to get through one more shift, and then we'll be able to open a brand new restaurant, I guess. But what happens to the diner once Flo moves on? Well, I guess it doesn't exist if I'm not there, am I right? Oh, that's easier said than done. There's a massive influx of old blokes right now. And the girls are getting pissed at me because I made them wait. I'm running this place on my own, you know. Cut me some slack. Here you go, 2 orders of the finest Wiltshire farm food slot. We managed to make it through the seemingly endless shift in one piece, but now it's time to do the same shite over again in a different building. The new restaurant is named Flo's Tiki Palace, which reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode where Squidward has his tiki land, and now I can't get that song out of my head. You know the one. I'm not gonna sing it. I guess we just have the generic girl character on this first level. No old blokes in sight, but I have a feeling that won't last long. Now we have the option to serve tiki drinks, but they're not as appealing as they sound. It just looks like a jug of watered down Robinson's cordial. I've already been warned that there's going to be a bigger line today, so I am dreading the shift. Nevertheless, I reluctantly press Let's Play. Oh, this isn't too bad, is it? Flo, you lied to me. I think I spoke too soon. Oh no, that's terrifying. Please stop doing that face, I'm scared. Here, take a seat. Here's a drink to take the edge off. Oh, isn't that nice? A podium, where we can go and chat shite to the customers in line to stop them from doing that awful, angry face at me. Just call me Alan Carr, cause I'm a chatty man. You want a joke? Why did the old man fall down the well? Because he couldn't see that well. Oh no, they didn't like that. Let me try again. What did the old bloke say before he kicked the bucket? Look how far I can kick this bucket. Oh, you liked that one, did you? Then you know what to do. Smash that like button, and why not subscribe while you're there? The sound from the hearts being replenished. Oh god, what a nightmare. You lot can just stay miserable in that line. Okay, enough chit-chat, back to work. There's just not enough tables in this place. Probably should have bought tables instead of that stupid podium thing. This place is now closed, but we still have this massive line of young ladies. I'll just have to keep them happy until these old blokes are gone. Another joke, you ask? Did you know you should always knock the refrigerator door before opening it? There might be a salad dressing. Wow, tough crowd. I give up. Here's your scran, ladies. Yummy brown mulch. So far I haven't lost any tables, which is surprising to say the least. Let's see how long I can keep that up. Oh, hello there. Who do we have here? The businesswoman, also known as Bob the businesswoman. It says they're impatient but give good tips. I wonder if they have any business tips for me. Just who I was hoping to see. How'd you give good tips? Do you have anything for me? Oh, you want your meal first? Well, okay, I guess I can wait. They never gave me any tips in the end, but they left some money behind. I'll just keep that safe for you. I'm kind of liking this. No waiting for fellas to finish their meals. Seeing the businesswoman get mad at me when I didn't bring their meal out in less than half a second. Overcharging people? I could get used to this. Oh no, I lost my first customer. I guess they didn't like my jokes after all. Out of nowhere, the food critic appears. It's alright, I don't want a Michelin star restaurant anyway. Michael Rue over there wouldn't be able to cope. And would you look at that, I gained an extra star without even trying. I'm starting to think this diner malarkey is easy. Oh, thank God I can finally improve that doorway. There's gonna be all business people from Flo's old workplace today. How embarrassing it will be when they see our Flo in her rags, running around after them. Having any regrets about this new career choice, Flo? Oh, you're also miserable. I'm not dropping my chain for you. You know what? I'm glad I don't work with these people anymore. They seem horrible. That's right, get out of here. Well, we made it through with just one table lost. Oh, the old blokes are back. You know what? I never thought I'd be happy to see them, but I kinda missed them if I'm honest. But now we have to really focus on getting the timing right. Old blokes can wait in line longer, so I'll just prioritize the other customers. I can tell them some jokes to keep them happy, at least they appreciate it. Oh, it's all too much. Look at that big long line of people, and I'm off the clock now. I can't be arsed, but I soldier on. Don't mind me just talking away to myself. At last, my final shift in this hellhole. If we make it through, we can not take a holiday, but you guessed it, open up a new restaurant instead. Yay! Oh, this is so monotonous. Click here, click there. This waitress bollocks is not for me. Thank God it's closing time. Let's just get rid of these last few stragglers. We lost 2 tables, but who cares, I still managed to make the quota. And look at this, our fancy new restaurant, with a name that just rolls off the tongue. Go with the flow, fine seafood dining. Might want to rethink that one, love. At the start of the level, there's a weird sound effect that plays super loud, and it makes me jump every time. What creature is this even supposed to sound like? You know what? This is too fancy for me. I feel out of my element here. Give me a Greg's or a Tesco meal deal over this any day. This place does have beer though. Interesting choice for a child-friendly game. I hope you have a liquor license, Flo. Here you go, boys, a nice glass of Stella on the house. Oh, I can't really be bothered going out of my way to serve drinks, it doesn't really benefit me, does it? Oh no, I guess they don't appreciate my sense of humour. A loss of 750 points seems a little harsh. I don't know if I'll be able to scrape enough points together to finish this level. I guess I got lucky this time that it was rather a low goal. So our Flo, being the girl boss that she is, has come up with the wonderful idea of serving unlimited crab sticks to customers to attract more people to her restaurant. Oh, you just love to make your life, my life, more difficult, don't you? This doesn't seem like such a good idea from a business standpoint. People love free stuff. They'll be eating through our profits in no time. Unless our Flo got some yellow sticker bargains from the reduced section at Tesco's. So now, on top of having to serve food and drinks, and telling jokes to keep the fellows happy, I have to hand out free snacks on demand. I'm not happy at all. And they're even impatient with the freebies. What's the point? Can't we just offer a senior discount or something? Anyway, I once again soldier on, and earn enough cash to upgrade the tables to even worse ones. Look at me just walking around with this plate of rotten crab sticks. Nobody wants this shite, even if it's free. Oh, look what the cat dragged in, just in time to see all the chaos. It's the dreaded food critic. Let's hope she doesn't order any rotten meat. Oh no, I can already see this on the front of tomorrow's Daily Mirror. She gobbled it up no problem though, didn't she? Would you look at that, we are once again a 5-star establishment. I'm just too good at this game. Best get back to work, I have a line of angry old blokes and I want to go home. Look at that lovely walkway. I think we deserve another star. Oh, who do we have here? A new customer, the college kid. They are impatient online, but linger at the table. Oh, I don't think I want to welcome you blokes into my establishment. Oh, hurry up. I haven't got all day. Stop trying to interrupt my performance. The crab sticks can wait. Oh, I slaved over a cold Tesco's reduced section chiller for those crab sticks, you know. And you don't even want them now. Right, in the bin. What a waste. This last shift is all that stands between us and a new restaurant. Oh, you're optimistic, aren't you, Flo? How much money is she even making if it only takes 10 shifts to earn enough money to buy a new restaurant? I hope you're paying your taxes, my self-employed queen. Look at all these old blokes. What's going on? We're losing customers front, right and centre. I need to pull myself together. I have a bad feeling that I'm not going to meet the goal this time. And you know who I blame. Yeah, that's right, the old fellas. Somehow I did meet the goal though. What a surprise. Now we open the self-proclaimed best restaurant yet, called Chez Flo. And Flo, as ambitious as ever, has plans to add a podium and a wine bar. Wow, look at this place. Golden floors, gold encrusted chairs, and Flo in her same old scruffy uniform. You think she'd scrub up a bit considering she's running a Michelin star restaurant now. But you know what, she's so real for that. The place fills up in no time, with a varied array of customers. But I managed to keep on top of the crowds, without the need of telling any silly jokes. I outdid myself there. With the podium and the wine bar in place, I can feel the restaurant coming together. Still, the customers do like the free snacks. Let's see if I can earn enough to get them something to munch on. If you can, love. I'm the one working here. Munch on these. Oh, look at this single queen, brave enough to come dining alone. She deserves some special treatment, I think. Let's give her the biggest table in the place and booze her up. So, all that hard work was for bread? Oh yes, this so-called fancy feature will draw the crowd's flow. I'm sure of it. Crowds of pigeons, that is. I spend the whole shift running round giving bread to the fellas. Wouldn't it just be easier to put the bread down the tables before seating them? Well, we know Flo doesn't like to make things easy for us at all. So we apparently upgraded the seating, but now we have this big long bar thing and 3 normal tables. I'm not a fan of this, not a fan of this at all, but I'll give it a go. I'm a bit reluctant to use the bar, so I'll just fill up the normal tables first. You never know when a big group might come in. I tell you, it is quite annoying to try and select the right person on this long table. I hate it, especially with these bloody solo people. I'm struggling to keep up with this amount of customers. I'm gonna have to slow down a bit. For some reason it's not letting me put this fella on a seat, and he's getting gradually more and more angry as I wave him around. Fortunately, I managed to seat him just before he stormed out of the place. Thank God that nightmare shift is over. I can't be doing with all this stress. I guess it's true what they say. If you can't handle the stress, don't be a waitress. Or something like that. Oh, everyone wants bread now. They're eating all of my profits. Here you go, some lovely Warburtons for you, fresh from the oven. I missed the chaos of the lack of seating, and the line out of the door. Our beloved food critic has arrived, right on cue. Great, she's already fuming before she's even sat down. Some wine for me, lady? Let me guess, you want some bread? Well, don't fill up on that too much. I've got some delicious gloop for you to sample. Oh dear, I've lost 2 customers at the end, taking me below the goal. A very harsh loss of 1,000 points per customer. Reluctantly, I restart the level. I make it through the second time. Thank God we have more tables now. I can stop using that long bar thing. Nah, I'll just use it for the old blokes. Oops, I didn't realise there was no 6-person table. And now there's a group of impatient lads waiting in line while the blokes take their time. I didn't think that through, did I? Oh dear, they're hanging on by a thread while I struggle to place them at the table. Why does this only happen with these fellas? Quick, get the money before they storm out of here. Bloody hell, would you look at that line? I guess you all heard about our world-renowned bread. I've got a feeling I'll be working overtime tonight. Oh, that's 2 customers decided they had enough at the same time. Oops. Come on ladies, I was just bringing you bloody food. Wow, we managed to scrape by even after losing 5 tables, with just 15 pennies to spare. Must be my lucky day. Oh, we've rolled out the red carpet, have we? And look, how exciting, a new customer type. Apparently, all of the cool people are talking about Chez Flo. Probably because of the bread. Cool people love bread. The new guy, Mr. Hotshot, is patient online, but impatient when seated. Great. I can't keep track of all these mood swings. I am bombarded by an influx of so-called hotshots. But you know what? I don't actually mind these guys. They seem rather pleasant and much easier to deal with than the bloody students. On top of this, they don't have an angry animation for when they're losing patience, which I thought was a glitch at first. But on further inspection, I discovered that this was them appearing to keep their cool. What a polite guy. Flo reflects on her journey from being stuck in the miserable office job, to running a dingy diner, to now having 4 spectacular restaurants. Oh, how far you have come, my beloved Flo. Of course you're earning something, overcharging people for their meals, and giving away free bread to make it feel like it's good value. You don't think you've finished yet? Bloody hell, I guess that means more work for me. We now have plenty of tables, which is nice, but I tell you what, I'm on the struggle bus trying to keep up with this busy restaurant. As we approach the final level of Chez Flo, our leading lady says that she has a feeling something important is going to happen. Oh, how exciting. Maybe a visit from Gordon Ramsay featuring Flo on kitchen nightmares? Or maybe a Dispatches documentary about free breadgate. Who knows? Right off the bat, the restaurant is filled with seniors, which has me concerned that the majority of the tables will be filled up for the next 5 business days. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to seat them all right away. They all want bread too. We're not even halfway through the shift, I'm already overwhelmed with the endless demand for bread. I know it's not mandatory to serve it, but I cannot help but serve. As closing time draws near, the old blokes have finally finished their meals, with a very unhappy line of customers awaiting their seats. The line is so big that the sound effect for customers arriving is still playing, but the characters are not showing up on screen because the line is out of the door. Just go to Wetherspoons instead. Oh dear, these customers are dropping like flies, meaning they're storming out, not perishing. There's no way I'm going to make it to the goal this time, but I finish off the shift anyway. Okay, second attempt, and look at me go, making all the same mistakes as I did the first time. You know what, it took a total of 5 whole attempts to clear this level. I don't know why it was so difficult for me. Perhaps the time management or the bread distraction, but most of all, the old blokes. Sorry fellas. But I did eventually get there, and you want to know how I did it? By actually using this bloody podium. I didn't realise how necessary it was. We wrap up our final shift at Chez Flo. The fountain is glowing, and we are presented with a mysterious door. I reluctantly enter, and am greeted by a beautiful goddess, who tells Flo that her hard work and skills have brought her so far, but that there is one final test. She challenges Flo to run her restaurant, and if she is successful, she will achieve goddess status. Oh, I didn't realise that all it took to become a goddess was to open a bunch of restaurants. Might give that a go myself. Flo is abruptly transformed into a goddess with 4 arms. Holy moly, what a glow up. A flow up per se. But I thought we had to complete the trial before we became a goddess. Ah well, back to work I guess. I have a feeling these extra pair of arms will come in handy. Wow, look at this decor. It truly is a palace. I'm a big fan of the face tables and hand chairs. Come on, sit on my hand, love. One thing that doesn't make sense though, is that this is supposed to be an Indian restaurant, and it looks like we're serving spaghetti. I don't blame them, I love spaghetti too. These extra arms really are streamlining the serving process. Look at this. I wish I had extra arms in real life. Imagine how much more I could get done. Oops, I got carried away with chaining and lost a table, and a huge 2,000 points. Very harsh. Luckily, all this chaining makes it so much easier to reach that goal though. And just like that, we have earned enough cash to install a podium and a drink station, serving an unspecified beverage. These people will drink anything if it's free, so who cares what's in there? I didn't really expect to have a food critic this early on, but I guess the goddess is putting me through all of the tests. I'll show you what I can do with these 4 arms, love. After pleasing the food critic, we make it through the second shift, now having a 5-star rating. Oh bloody hell, we have to serve snacks again. I hate my life. This time we have some lovely stale poppadoms. Everybody wants them. Oh dear, look at the size of this line. I can't deal with all this. Time to talk some shite and leave them there until I can be bothered cleaning tables for them. Look at that perfect score. I didn't even lose a customer that time. When that goddess told me that this was my final test, I thought it would be a bit more difficult than this. Oh, looks like I spoke too soon again. That long table has reappeared, and it goes from bad to worse, as Flo warns us that the crowds will be getting bigger. Every single person wants free snacks this time, and as I'm handing them out, I realise that I don't even need to be doing this. In fact, it's working against me as a bunch of people storm out of the restaurant. Oh dear, this isn't going well at all. I make the decision to quit and restart the shift. The next attempt doesn't go much better, losing an impressive 5 tables and winding up with a measly 5,000 points. After a total of 8 attempts, I'm finally successful on clearing this godforsaken level, losing 0 tables. I honestly don't know what I did differently this time, but I was fueled with rage. I tell you, I was glad to see the back of that level. I deserve a day off after that surely, at the very least. No, our Flo never takes a day off, she's always on that grind. Great, just what we needed, a second snack. So now I have to pay attention to what snack they want, on top of everything else. What a load of bollocks. On top of that, the snacks are on opposite sides of the room, so bloody inconvenient. Level 6 started off well enough, but I cannot handle all of the snack requests. Take me back to those simple days when all I had to serve was bread. And just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, guess who shows up again? Yes, the food critic. After yet another customer rage quits the line, I decide to cut my losses and try again. I fail miserably once again, although I did manage to gain a star by pleasing the food critic. It was not until the 3rd attempt that we found success, only losing 4 tables, which sounds like a lot, but it's not. Don't worry. Surely it can't get much harder than this, can it? So now, the customers are in a big rush, so we'll be faster when ordering and consuming their food. That sounds great. I can't be else waiting for them anyway. Bloody hell, I didn't realize it would be instantaneous. I can't keep up with them. I need another pair of hands. It would help if Greg Wallace over there was a bit faster preparing the food, but no, he's still making it at the same speed. I don't even know how I'm going to do this. I barely met half of the quota there, and I don't even have time to use the podium. I'm run off my feet. I try taking just 4 groups of people at a time. That way I have enough hands to deal with them all. It seems to be going well so far. But of course, the bloody businesswoman loses her patience just as I'm bringing her food. This is Dine and Dash, love, not Dine and Dash. Then it dawned on me, I can use the podium between sitting groups of people. Why didn't I realize that sooner? It's already too late, and I wind up getting the same measly score as last time. I have no choice but to try again. This time, I use my fail-proof strategy of only taking 4 tables at a time. Close to the kitchen so I can serve them faster. Look at me go. Just call me Rita, cause I'm the queen of speed. This time, I'm successful in my endeavours. I managed to make it through the shift, losing 0 tables. With all that, I'm still not able to reach the expert score. That seems impossible. Reluctantly, I move on to the penultimate level of the game. Oh, what fresh hell is this? The colours on the chairs have been removed, so there are no bonuses for matching people to colours, which means I have to rely entirely on service. As we know, service definitely isn't my strong point. I start off well enough, but of course it reaches a point where I fill too many tables and lose all of the points that I have previously gained. Guess this calls for a reset. I managed to make it through eventually, thanks to the glorious podium contraption. After hours and hours of playing this bloody game, I made it to the final level. My final trial on the journey to become a food service goddess. What grueling tasks lay ahead of me? Oh, it's just a really long shift. That's alright, isn't it? I was expecting it to be a combination of the last few levels, which almost defeated me. Colourless chairs, fast and impatient customers, old blokes. I'm quite underwhelmed. But no one likes overtime, do they? I used the simple strategy of seating customers in order of patience, relying on the old gift of the gab. Sorry blokes, you're going to be there a while. These round snacks seem to be going down well. Every Tom, Dick and Harry wants a piece of my round snack. And you know what? I'm out of here after this shift, so I'll indulge them just this once. Bloody hell, you weren't kidding when you said this is the longest shift ever. I'm not even halfway through at this point, and I've been playing this level for over 5 whole minutes. I'm not really sure why I didn't bother to clear this one table. Looking back, it caused many a problem, but for some reason I just ignored it. Now that's what I like to see. A line formed entirely of old fellas. I wonder how long these guys at the front have been waiting. I gotta hand it to them, they are much stronger than me. If I saw that I was getting blatantly ignored by a waitress, I would have been out of there a long time ago. But look at them, waiting patiently, still smiling. They are truly God's most patient soldier. The restaurant has been closed for over 5 minutes at this point, but the queue is still going strong. I'm never agreeing to overtime again. At last, the end of the line is in sight. A total of 13 minutes after closing. Okay, time to get these old blokes into their well-deserved seats. I feel bad for making them wait so long, but needs must. And just like that, after serving a total of 82 tables, and losing just one, our mission is complete. Did I really just lose one table there? Once again, we are greeted by the goddess, who congratulates Flo, and then she fucks off mid-sentence to get back to her restaurant. Workaholics, the lot of them. Whilst waving goodbye, Flo notices a bloke in an office job having a breakdown just like she did at the start of the game, and she decides he needs a little push. What did she mean by this? Did she push him out of the window? You know what? I think Flo deserves a holiday after all that. And I have a sneaking suspicion that she will do just that. I don't know why. So that was the entirety of Diner Dash TM, one of my favourite childhood games that I have now ruined my fond memories of by playing it as an adult. There are many other games in this series, so let me know in the comments which one you'd like to see me play next, if any. And make sure to smash that like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me. Now there's just one last thing to do. Go back and throw all these bloody snacks in the bin.